Hey, what's up, goons? This is going to be a reshoot because I originally filmed this on the nice camera, did a little bit of editing, and I kept saying like every other word. So this is going to be a reshoot. We're just doing a quick video on my phone at work. Just going to do a quick rundown. This is going to be a little bit different of a video. I'm doing a personal challenge, and I'm extending that challenge to everyone else that could be watching this video. So I'm doing a challenge that I'm calling the Consoomer Challenge. And this is a challenge that I basically came up with to stop supporting big business as much as possible and become more self-sufficient. So I'm going to extend this again to everyone. I encourage everyone to join in. So Consoomer Challenge, there are 4 rules. Fix, make, recycle, repurpose, support local. Fix everything you can. Don't throw anything away if it's repairable. The whole idea is to not throw stuff out and replace it with more consumption, with more goods, right? The whole point is to cut down consumption on consumerism. So next one is make. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you're gonna buy something, think to yourself and ask yourself, is this something you can realistically make? If you can make it, try making it instead of buying it. Recycle and repurpose. This is going to be important probably for those that don't have a means to make or repair a lot of things. If you're, say, like in an apartment and you don't have like a toolbox or anywhere to really keep tools and, you know, sewing machines or 3D printers, that one's going to probably be pretty big for you. If you do have to buy things, try to support local as much as possible. If you're going to try to make stuff, try to find places that are local that you can get supplies from, or tools even. Pretty simple on the rules. I'm going to go over some of the benefits. Saving money is going to be probably one of the bigger ones. It's not really why I started the challenge, but it's going to be one of the bigger ones. And break habits. So if you're only buying what's necessary and you're cutting out all the crap that you don't need, breaking habits is going to be a big one that goes along with saving money. For me, this is beer. I buy beer, once or twice a week, and it's going to help me break that habit, hopefully. Second benefit is honing your skills. If you maybe know how to stitch or sew, but you're not the greatest at it, maybe use this as an opportunity to learn how to really hone that skill. If you know how to fabricate, but you're not the greatest, maybe use this as an opportunity to hone your skill. Same goes with, this goes into cooking, which leads me to the next benefit, being healthier. If you're part of this whole making versus buying, it goes with food. So if you're gonna go home and make your own food versus stopping and getting your koi slop, it's gonna be healthier, it's gonna be tastier, and you're gonna hone more of your skills. These are all skills that you're gonna need during the end times anyway. So you need to learn how to cook now and not during SHTF. Obviously, this benefit right here, hurting big business. That's really why I started this. Last benefit, recycle. I'm gonna go over some tips here. Know your skills and limitations. If you're building an AR upper receiver and you're in an apartment and don't have a vise, don't have a torque wrench, don't have anywhere to keep tools, maybe that's one of your limitations. But you can always improvise, adapt, and overcome, right? My dad came up with this really cool idea where he's able to stick a vise onto the end of his receiver on his truck. So he can build, realistically, he could build an AR out in the middle of nowhere with just his truck. Now, maybe not everyone has a truck, but that's just an idea there. Also, know your skills. Don't try to get into something over your head, right? I always encourage everyone to try to repair their own vehicles, but maybe the first repair that you do on your vehicle shouldn't be a head gasket job. That's probably a more intermediate job. So just know your skills. But the next tip is be willing to learn new skills so that you can improve on the ones that you have, and same goes for limitations. Maybe there is something that you want to take on that you've never done before and you don't have the skill yet, but it's something that's maybe not too detrimental if you mess it up, right? If you mess up a head gasket job, that could cost more than just taking it to the shop. But if there's something maybe not as serious, maybe there's a rip in your seat and you want to replace the seat cover, you know, maybe take that on as a job and be willing to learn that new skill. Last tip I can give you is don't spend more money on tools and materials than the object you're trying to make or replace. Don't buy a $300 sewing machine to fix a $20 pair of pants, right? Now the caveat to that being, if you're going to actually benefit from having this tool, then I say go for it. And if you can financially afford it, right? If you see yourself making your own tactical gear, you know, for me, I ended up buying my own sewing machine so I could make my own tactical gear. I buy so much crap and pouches and chest rigs, it was beneficial for me to buy a nice heavy duty sewing machine so I can make my own gear. That same concept can apply to welders, to 3D printers, anything. So there's my consumer challenge. I'm posting it up right now. Hopefully I didn't say as much. I know I said it once or twice, but try to join me on this consumer challenge. By the way, I'm doing it for 1 month. I started on June 5th, and so far it's going pretty good. I don't think I've even swiped my card in 2 or 3 days. So basically just going to work, going home, eating food at home. Of course, there's things that you can't make yourself. You can't make gas. Well, realistically, most people can't make gas. Yeah, so join me on Consumer Challenge. Thanks, guys.